Happy Tuesday morning, everyone. Today is April 26, 2022, and hashtag Team LRC is back for a new set of learning sessions through our webinar series entitled Research is Life, How to Ace Your Research Paper. So good morning po sa ating lahat. Kumusta po ang bawat isa sa atin? So we do hope all is well with you. Lahat po tayo ay safe. Nakapag-booster na po. So gising-gising na at ihanda ang ating mga kape para sa ating makabuluhang usapan ngayong araw na ito. So marami na naman po tayong matututunan sa ating distinguished resource speaker for this morning. Kaya naman po sa mga nakatutok na sa ating FB Live, magandang umaga po sa inyo po. So let us know kung saan po kayo nanonood ngayon. So shout out po sa ating mga early birds na si Sir Angelo Noel Manuel, ever present, watching from NTC. So good morning, Jocelyn Medina Villagracia. Good morning po sa iyo. From North Fairview High School, Valiant Genesis Alabanza. Good morning. Let's read. So maraming NHS Senior High School. Good morning po sa inyo. Kay Eloisa, kay Diana, kay Jean, kay Gian. So feeling ko mga magkakabarkada itong mga to. No? Sabay-sabay nanonood. And this is a good thing, no? We learn together with our friends. So good morning po sa inyo from NHS Senior High School. So from Nasugbu, Batangas, Rex Bathan, good morning. So let's read ating mga early birds ngayon. No? So sino pa ba? Ayan, good morning from, we have viewers watching from UP Diliman. So good morning po mga kapo-scholar ng bayan. So, ang dami mga taga NHS Senior High School, no? So good morning po sa inyo. I'm very sure your teachers are very proud that you're here watching with us to learn more about research, di ba? So good morning po sa lahat. Yan, puro mga NHS Senior High School. So we're very happy that we're on board. So kung wala pa po dito ang inyong mga friendships, classmates, and colleagues, itag na po natin sila dito sa ating FB Live at i-share niyo po ang ating video para sama-sama tayong matuto sa umagang ito. Right. So as of this morning, we have already 5,015 registered participants. So saka ba naman, parang last session, I think we were around 4,000 lang. So nadagdagan ng another 1,000. So we can really see na ang daming mga teachers, students, aspiring researchers na very eager na matuto tungkol sa research, especially sa ating topic ngayong araw na ito, kung saan we will be discussing about how do we maximize the available programs and services available na pinoprovide ng ating library dito sa UP Los Baños. So especially sa ating mga iskot-iska na hindi pa nakakatungtong sa ating university library dahil nga sa pandemya ay marami kayong matututunan ngayong araw na ito kung paano ba tayo makaka-avail ng kanilang services or kung maaari na nga ba tayo makabisita ngayon sa ating library. Okay. So I hope on board na tayong lahat. Time check, it's 9:03 in the morning. Welcome to Research is Life, How to Ace Your Research Paper. So for this webinar series, our team prepared 10 sessions for us to fully appreciate the value of research in our life as teachers and students, and as well as to learn different tips and strategies on how to further improve our research papers, especially for our students ngayong SEM na tinatapos o inilalaban ang kanilang mga thesis at dissertation. So sama-sama po tayo ditong lalaban para sa inyong mga research. So I am Joshua Michael G. Jonas, University Research Associate of the UPLB Learning Resource Center, and yours truly will be our webinar's moderator for today. So we are now on our third session on LIB YOU, making use of UPLB main library programs and services for your research. So we'll be learning about many key points about our beloved University Library here in UPLB. So I'm very sure yung ating mga UPLB students ay namimiss na ng sobra ang ating library na sentro ng mga meetings, group works, ating mga lit review, and of course, ang ating mga academic requirements. At syempre, from time to time, hindi natin itatanggi na ang library ang favorite nating venue para sa ating catch-up sa ating mga kaibigan, konting chikahan, at the same time, ating mga research, di ba? Ako personally, namimiss ko yung basement natin, di ba, sa library na sobrang lamig at convenient para mag-aral, hindi matulog. So, our speaker will be sharing the available programs and services that our library provides for our students even during this new or now normal, di ba? So shout out nga pala sa ating mga kaibigan mula sa UPLB Main Library na tumututok sa ating ngayong araw na ito. So hi kanila Tita Emeline Espiritu. Hi Tita, isa sa ating mga very supportive viewers sa ating mga webinars. Si Tita Elsa Escalante, si Ma'am Angel Bueno. Hi po sa inyo. And sa ating mga magigiting at napakasipag na college librarians and staff. So just a few friendly reminders for our webinar this morning. At all times, number one, please keep your comments helpful and considerate to our speaker, moderator, and to your fellow participants. Second, if you have questions, feel free to write them down below our comment section. So please make sure that they are relevant to the topic this morning. And lastly, please do not forget to answer the evaluation form after the webinar. Our team will deeply appreciate your comments and suggestions. So please be reminded that the deadline of responses will only be until 10 p.m. tonight. So for those who will not be able to join us today or this morning, rather because you have an equally important event or another meeting to attend to, don't you worry. You can always watch the replay of our sessions on our Facebook page. So we now have 93,000 strong followers. So kami nga po sa team ay lubos na nagpapasalamat po sa inyong suporta sa aming team, which serves as our inspiration to keep moving forward. So likewise, you can also watch the recorded sessions on YouTube. So just search for UPLB Learning Resource Center on YouTube. So we now have around 2,000 subscribers. So please continue to like, share, and subscribe. So also click the notification bell to keep you posted and updated with our videos. So we would also like to invite you to follow and connect with us on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, and LinkedIn rather. So kindly use our official hashtag for this webinar series, which is hashtag #ResearchIsLive. So para mabilis nating makita ang lahat ng videos sa ating webinar series using that hashtag. Okay, so moving forward, before we proceed to the main part of our session, let's first have a short energizer. So sa ating mga suki na ng aming webinars, you know the drill. So just go to menti.com, www.menti.com, and kindly use the key code that you see on your screen. It's 1330-8585. And kindly answer the question that you see on your screen. So I will also put it in the comment section. Okay, so allow me to share my screen and we will check the energizer question for today. Ayan. So our first question is, what are your takeaways from the previous session last Thursday about the social relevance of research? Sige nga. So ano nga ba yung mga na-pick up natin from our discussion with Dr. Evely Serrano regarding the social relevance of research? Bakit nga ba tayo kailangan mag-research? So let's see. Let's wait for your responses, the responses of our participants. So ano nga bang ating takeaways from last Thursday session? Let's see. Mahaba atang sinasagot ng ating mga participants. So meron tayong isa. Your research matters. I think this is a very good first answer for our energizer, no? Na ang yung research ay mahalaga, na ito ay very relevant, especially with regards, di ba, na-discuss ni Dr. Evely yung tungkol sa ating SDGs, why our topics or research interests should be inclined to these sustainable development goals, to solve our problems, to help the community. Diba? We've learned from Dr. Evely's experience with the community. Diba? You get to be immersed with the problem at hand, with the situation at hand. Diba? So every research matters, indeed. So yes, I agree na ang ating research, ang una niyang ina-affect or ang una niyang ini-impact is tayo bilang yung author ng ating research. Yan. Social relevant awareness, yes. With the many issues and rising concerns of our community, it's very important that our research addresses addresses at least one of these societal issues or problems, diba? So it has a place, helps the community. Ano pa? From our students from senior high, ano ating takeaways from last Thursday sessions if you were able to attend? It creates new knowledge. Yes. It's our contribution sa ating pool of knowledge dito sa ating mundo. Helps to understand society. Yes, indeed. Making relevant issues. So, awareness. So, maraming magagawa, maraming mararating ang ating research. At yan nga, research is life. Tama kayo dyan. Isang thumbs up dyan. Achieve the SDGs, understand the society. Let's have at least 20 responses. Let's wait for 20 responses. So, serves as an eye-opener. Yes, maraming research ang giging basis for our policymakers, for our government officials to make informed decisions dahil sa ating research. Research matters. Right? Thank you sa ating mga response. So I think this is already a handful of key takeaways from our previous session on the social relevance of research. Okay, thank you. Now for our next question, ito naman. Since our topic today is about our library, let me ask you guys, why are libraries important in research? Bakit nga ba mahalaga ang ating mga library sa ating pananaliksik? Ano nga ba ang essence ng pagbisita sa ating library? I'm sure, although nitong pandemic, no, I think ating mga students ay hindi nakabisita sa ating mga physical libraries, sa ating mga schools or universities, but I'm very sure na maraming mga nabuksan na online library sa nitong pandemic. So why are libraries important in research? Yes, unang-una sa lahat, it's para sa ating mga researchers, dyan mabubuhay ang ating review of related literature. Diba? From the word itself, literature, what better place can we search? No other than the library. Diba? A good source of information, avenue of resources. Diba? So, meron ng science, ano ba yan? Parang may scientist nga na, I forgot the name. No? Pero sinabi niya na one of the first things na dapat mong hanapin sa isang eskwelahan, so sa isang university, is ang library. Diba? So review of related literature, no? So tamang-tama kasi ang ating session today will be about the university, how to access or to know more about the programs and services of our library. And then on our next session naman will be about the RRL. So talagang magkadikit ang ating sessions ngayong linggong ito. So primary resources, knowledge building, gateways to knowledge. So I'm very sure yung ating resource speaker right now dito sa Zoom space ay natutuwa sa mga sagot ng ating mga participants on why our libraries are important, especially with regards to research, no? Full of information, repertoire of knowledge. So to gather references, full of information, source of literature. All right. So I guess in a nutshell, no, we can assert na libraries are important to research first and foremost for our review of related literature and to gather more references and information perhaps to equip you with the necessary background with regards to your topic ng inyong research, di ba? Yan. Okay. So thank you very much sa sumagot sa ating energizer for this morning. So talaga namang we look forward to visit your respective libraries sa inyong mga schools sooner or later. Okay. So before dito, let's now go to the main part of our session, right? So allow me to introduce to you our speaker. So Dr. Mary Ann Ingoa is currently employed at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños main library as College Librarian 4 and works as head librarian of the cataloging session and at the same time serves as the University Librarian. So she started her career at UPLB in 1999. She finished her degree in Doctor of Philosophy in Development Communication with interest in science communication under the UP Presidential Scholarship. A graduate of UP Diliman School of Library and Information Studies and recipient of the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions, Advancement of Librarianship Program, Training, Attachment, held at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. She is an active member of professional organizations, particularly the UPLB rep sector. So here to share with us the University Library here in UPLB, please welcome in the Zoom space, Dr. Mary Ann M. Ingua. Mama Ann, good morning po.
Hello, good morning everyone in the Zoom.
Good morning, Mama Ann. You now have the floor po. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you sa lahat for considering the library as important space in any learning institution. Sabi nga, the library is the heart of any academic or learning institution. So napaka-importante talaga ang library, lalo na sa ating pag-aaral at sa research. Okay, may I share my slide? Okay na po ba ang slide natin?
Yes po, Dr. Ann. You may proceed po.
Okay. Good morning everyone here in the Zoom and in the FB Live. Isang mapagpalang umaga sa ating lahat. I would like to share with you about the session entitled LIB YOU, Making Use of the UPLB Main Library Programs and Services for Your Research. I will not only focus with what the UPLB Main Library will offer, but I will be sharing with you the entire UPLB libraries. For the information of everyone, we have 12 UPLB libraries in the campus, ready to serve your academic and research needs. Before I proceed, here is my discussion outline. First, I will be giving you a short background about the UPLB libraries, then proceed with the university library programs, and followed by the university library services, which is divided into categories, such as the online services, the readers and user services, and service to non-UPLB or visitors. And before we end this session, I'll be entertaining some questions or clarifications. All the programs and services that I will be sharing with you is accessible at the library website, which can be found at library.uplb.edu.ph. At UPLB, we have 12 UPLB libraries that is ready to serve you in all your research and academic needs. We have 2 special libraries, the Post-Harvest and Research Library, the Biotech Library, who offers services to their clients on information that focus on post-harvest technology and biotechnology. Next, we have one school library, the UP Rural High School Library, who serves all our junior and senior high school students. And of course, we have our 8 college libraries composed of the Sayet Library, the CBM Library, the CHE Library, the SEM Library, the CDC Library, the CPAP Library, 7R Library, and the SESAM Library, and the main library. We welcome everyone to these libraries who is in need of your library materials for your research and academic needs. And we are open from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It provides materials and services to meet all the instructional, research, and extension needs of the various constituents of the university. Later, I will be providing you the links to all these libraries, including the contact details of the persons in charge for your inquiries and any help that you may need. The UPLB libraries provide various programs to support our library clients' needs. First, we have the Information Literacy Program. This Information Literacy Program, whose primary objective is to help students and other library clients develop information literacy skills. It focuses on the following learner skills as defined by the Association of College and Research Libraries Standards for Information Literacy. So all our information literacy program is anchored through this standard from the ACRL. First, we have this standard. The first standard is determine the nature and extent of information needs, which focus to help our library clients on what research topics that they want to search or need and help them find it. And the second standard is to access the needed information effectively and efficiently. To make sure that our library clients can access those particular information or material to help solve their information seeking. Since we have already the information, we have to evaluate this information and its sources critically. Whether this information found is credible or not. To help you in evaluating these information sources that you found in internet or any information sources, kasi ngayon you can find information anywhere. Even in social media, you can find any information. So to help you evaluate this information, may I share with you the following evaluation criteria. First, you have to consider in evaluating information that you found, the authority of that information. You can ask this question. First, is it clear? Is it clear who is responsible for the contents of the page? Is there a way of verifying the legitimacy of the organization, group, company, or individual who wrote that information? Is there any indication of the author's qualifications for writing on a particular topic? Is the information from sources known to be reliable? If your answers to all these questions is yes, then the information you found is of good quality. The next criteria in evaluating information is the accuracy. You can ask questions like, are the sources for factual information clearly listed so that they can be verified in another source? Is the information free of grammatical spelling and other typographical errors? So if your answer is yes to all these questions, then you have a good quality source of information. The next one in evaluating information source is its objectivity. Does the content appear to contain any evidence of bias? Is there a link to a page describing the goals or purpose of the sponsoring organization or company? If there is any advertising on the page, is it clearly differentiated from the information content? So we should be aware of this content of that information, whether this information only promotes a particular product or not, so that it should avoid the bias. The next criteria for information evaluation is its currency. Are there dates on the page to indicate when the page was written, when the page was first placed on the web, or when the page was last revised? So if your answer also to these questions is yes, then you have a good source of information. Then the next criteria for evaluating information sources so that you will be guided in getting credible information is the coverage. If you want to check the credibility of the information, you can ask, are these topics, or you can check, are these topics successfully addressed with clearly presented arguments and adequate support to substantiate them? Does the work update other sources, substantiate other materials you have read, or add new information? Is the target audience identified and appropriate for your needs? So the same, if your answer to all these questions is yes, then you have a good quality source of information. Then the last one to evaluate information sources is the appearance. You can also check, does the site look well organized? Do the links work? Does the site appear well maintained? So if your answer is still yes, then you have information of good quality. These are some of the criteria that we are sharing to our library clients during the ILP sessions or the information literacy programs to educate them on what is fake or credible information. Lalo ngayon, naglilipanan na sa atin in the social media, in the web, in the internet, the fake news. So we have to be vigilant in getting or searching information to be used in our research. Okay. Then after evaluating these information sources, then the next standard that we follow in conducting our information literacy program is the use of information effectively to accomplish a specific purpose. So since we already evaluated information of its credibility, then we are now ready to use this information. And the last one is to understand the many of the economic, legal, and social issues surrounding the use of information and assess and use information ethically and legally. That is why we need to cite our references when we use a particular information to avoid plagiarism. So these standards are the standards that we follow in conducting information literacy program in all the UPLB libraries in the campus so that we could teach students or make our students aware of these standards, particularly in sourcing out or searching information in the web. So we should be vigilant in getting information. We should be aware that all information that we will cite or use in our research should be credible. And I already given you all this criteria for you to be guided in your research. To achieve these objectives, we offer under the information literacy program, we have these sessions under this literacy program. We have the library instruction and training service. This is offered both face-to-face and online, but due to the pandemic, most of our information literacy program held via Zoom, where we invite speakers to discuss or conduct hands-on activities of the different electronic subscriptions, such as ebooks, e-journals, and also discuss research strategies and tips to search only those relevant information for your research. Just last week, we conducted our 20th ILP sessions that discuss about the new 6 subscribed databases that we have in UPLB and the entire UP system libraries. Second, we have the class or course-based library instruction. This is a specialized literacy programs where students were directed to a specific class assignments or course references to help students easily locate specific reference materials for their research or assignments. The other program, we have the one-on-one tutorial where students can request for a specific time and date for a one-on-one sessions on searching strategies and use of the different subscribed databases for their research. All these information literacy programs, we followed the 5 ACRL standards to meet the desired literacy outcomes, where one should be able to determine the nature and extent of the information needed, access the information, evaluates the credibility of the information, use the information effectively, and most importantly, understands the legal and social responsibility of using this information. Okay, so I hope we share with you some tips, some knowledge on how we evaluate information sources. And you can also attend these information literacy programs in our UPLB libraries. It is held by online. So if you just watch out for some announcement for these programs. Okay, or you can also book a one-on-one session to our librarians to discuss with you or to assist you with all your research needs. Okay. Then the next program that I'll be sharing with you is about the human library, or now we have it called as UPLB Library Books, which is launched in April 2019. So this is formerly the human library, which is adapted from, this is adapted program developed in Copenhagen, Denmark in 2000. It was designed to create a platform coordinated by the library to build a positive framework for conversation that can help readers overcome their stereotypes and prejudices through a meaningful dialogue. As the University Library has decided to have its own version inspired by the original human library, the UPLB Library Books is no longer just a one-time event, but rather a continuing library service. Just like in any library, readers could browse the UPLB Library Books catalog and decide which book to read and borrow for an hour at a time. The only difference is that in UPLB Library Books, the books are people, and reading means engaging in conversations. Please excuse me, I will first sip a little. But because of the pandemic, we temporarily hold this program because this involves a face-to-face interaction or conversation. But hopefully in the next month or year, another year, or next year, we can hopefully open this program. And you should watch out for this. We also have online reservation for this library books, where one could be able to reserve a book and read. So these are some of the titles that we offer. No, these are human books. No, we have like this example in your screen. the Wanderlust. The title of her book is Wanderlust. It's about Tales of Mindanao. Okay. And the other one is Necessary Negotiation. So there is an abstract or a summary about the book. So as of 2019, UPLB Library Books has 14 volunteers who have held conversations, sessions with readers. And among this, the Whose Child Am I was awarded the Best Read iLibrary book during this event. So ito po siya. Okay, so these are some of the library books that we have in the human library or the iLibrary books. Aside from the library books, okay, the University Library has also introduced the library expert sessions. It offers an optimistic learning experience for individuals to develop new skills and talents with experts as the teachers. Lined up topics for the library sessions include paper pot making, urban gardening, baking, and basic photography and yoga. So these are some of the examples of the library expert sessions that we conducted. Okay, we have the urban gardening and also the paper pot making. Next, we have also the yoga by Bani. So we have both outside venue and also inside the library. Okay, so we have both served all these spaces to have our yoga. Okay, then we have also the baking session. So we have de-stress through baking. Okay, so we conducted this outside, at the side lobby of the main library, as you can see in the picture. The UPLB library books and iLibrary expert sessions both focus on the strengths of humans. They also provide avenue to help the university constituents manage stress. That's why we conducted this. And hopefully, as we gradually open the library to the public for a face-to-face library service, then we could have again open the library sessions. Okay, and you can also like us on FB page. You can just search UPLB library books and like us. Okay, and also watch for any activities that we will have in the near weeks or months. Okay. Then another program that we have in the library is about our research and extension programs. These research and extension programs of the University Library aim to conduct impact assessment in addressing the challenges and or recommend solutions that libraries face in situations like in this pandemic. It will serve as evidence-based research for the University Library to implement policies, programs, and services that will respond or provide improved new library services and better access to our library users. For our community collaboration, which is still new for us, we will be partnering with local government units to help in the manpower or expertise, to share our expertise, to establish a municipal library that will help us promote literacy, love for reading and books, and for dissemination of credible information and of general interest. So those are the different programs that we offer or conducted in the UPLB libraries. Okay, so this is not only offered at the UPLB main library, but it is offered in the entire 12 UPLB libraries that I've mentioned a while ago. So we come now to the different library services that we offer to all the library students or any client or visitors that come to our UPLB libraries. So first, to determine that you are registered student, okay, for the semester, one should have to validate their ID. You can validate your ID through this link, okay, as shown in the screen. Okay, you can fill out the information there. Then the librarian will inform you of the status of your ID validation. Or if not, since we are open already to library users for a face-to-face library service, that you can come to our library and have your ID validated. Just bring your enrollment form as a proof that you are enrolled and registered for this semester. We also offer electronic card registration through our library system. Before, we are using the iLib. Now we are using the COHA, the new library management system that we have in the campus. Okay, we are using this for CU libraries are using COHA now because of the problem in iLib. So for our students, no, or our registered student, you can access the new library system here to this link, koha.uplb.edu.ph. Okay. You can log into your account. Okay. As you can see in the screen, for our students, faculty, reps, and administrative staff, if you have your iLib account, you can log in here. Then using the password, we provided a default password to all our clients or to our library users. If you are an admin staff and you have your iLib account before, you can still use your username in the iLib. For example, for me, Maan Sky is my username. Then I have my own, and I will use as a reps, I will be using this reps live as my default password. And those faculty can use this default password, Koha UPLB. Then for graduate student, DS UPLB. For reps, reps live. Undergraduate, UG UPLB. Then for UP Rural High School students, 2022 UP RHS with capital U. So if you have your iLib account, then you can already try now. You can try accessing it now. Just log into koha.uplb.edu.ph. Go to the login menu, then key in your iLib account username. No, you are the iLib username that you used before. Then key in this default password. Then click login. So you will be directed to this page. Okay. So at the left side of the panel, you will have a link there prompting you to change your password since you use the default password that I've shown. Okay. So once you change your password, then you can already log in using the same iLib login, then the new password that you encoded right now. Okay. Then once you have all this, you can access your electronic library card using the COHA. So the same with iLib, you have also the electronic library card. So that your login, that login will be your electronic library card now. So you can search the COHA. Okay, you can input here. For example, I have searched before this presentation. For example, the keyword agriculture, just key in, then a result will be retrieved. Then you can also try to check this. For example, I choose youth and agriculture. So may I click this link, the blue one, the title of that material, then you will be directed to this information. Okay. So you will be prompted, you will be informed where this library material located, then the status of this material, whether it's in process, on shelf. And if it's on loan, there is a date due there to indicate whether this book or material is on due and when is should be returned by the users. Okay. Yeah. So that is how our OPAC now. Okay. So before we are using the iLib, then we are gradually shifting to COHA, which is an open source and available online. And we just customize it for the use of the UPLB library and the 3CU library. If you have any questions later, I will also be answering all your questions and clarifications regarding the searching of our new OPAC under COHA system. Okay. Next, we have the book reservation and circulation service. You can borrow books through online since most of our students are still on online learning, no, or remote learning. So you can still borrow books through this link, no, as shown in the screen. You can reserve the book through this link, fill out necessary information, and the librarian will send you information regarding the update or the status of your borrowed or reserved material. And once the librarian is ready to give you the book, no, your reserved book, then she will inform you or he will inform you about the day and time that you will pick up the book at our library. Okay. And as you can see here, we have a new service which from our readers and user services, we have the book takeaway service where it offers, as of this time, you can reserve the book online through this link. Then you can pick up that book at the library or any college library that you want to borrow that particular library material. So ngayon, we just have the scan and send where we could provide you 10% of the pages of the book where we could scan. Okay, we are just allowed 10% of that book, no, not the entire book na ma-scan because we have to follow the copyright rules. Then we have also the book pickup. Once you reserve a particular material and you want to borrow it, then the librarian will inform you the date and time that you can pick up that book. And next, no, for our future or in the coming months, no, we'll be offering postal loans since we are not yet full force na nandito sa campus. So we could still negotiating a postal loans, meaning once you reserve a particular book, no, reserve it, then a courier will deliver that book at the comfort of your home. So we are still under negotiation regarding their service and also the campus delivery. Okay, we are still finalizing the guidelines and rules regarding this service. So watch out for this new service that we will offer at the library. Okay, this is part of the future proofing of UPLB in case we have like this, no, nasa pandemic tayo, we have to offer other services that can still, no, serve our library clients with regards to print books. Though we have also electronic books, but then not all the books that we have are available electronically. That's why we still have the print books. So those who will outside, no, Laguna, no, who cannot be able to borrow the books personally, then we are trying to have this service offered in the next month or the following months, no, for those located in the NCR and other regions in the country. Okay, this campus delivery can be soon be implemented. No, we're just finalizing all the administrative issues, no, or concerns. This campus delivery is only offered to those especially on isolation, no, hindi makapunta sa library because nag-isolate or on a quarantine. Then this campus delivery can only be offered in the campus, like at the dorms, at the dormitory located in the campus. Okay. Yeah. Next, another service that we have for readers and our users, since we are open already for a face-to-face library service, our computer services section is open for your internet access needs. Okay, and you can also print any documents that you have, since we are already open for printing service. So these services are open physically in the library. Okay. Next, we have also offer our readers and users the scanning service, where if we have something, a document to be scanned, then we offer that service. It's a face-to-face library service that we offer in UPLB libraries. And also the power charging service. If you have your own laptops with you and you want to study and nalobat kayo, we have power charging stations located in the UPLB libraries. Not only in the main library, but other UPLB libraries has also this service. Okay. Next, aside from the desktop computers that you can use at the Learning Commons, we also offer handheld devices like laptops, iPad, and some spare parts, spare computer peripherals like mouse, keyboard, earphones for use within the library. So we offer that. And of course, we follow health protocols. We have to sanitize once a particular user or borrow a handheld device or computer peripherals. We have to disinfect it before another user can use it. Okay, we still have to follow, even if we are in the face-to-face library service, we have still to follow health protocols. Okay, then as a face-to-face service also, we are also open those microfilm viewing of back issues of newspapers. For example, you want to go back to a particular history, published in a newspaper like Manila Bulletin, Philippine Daily Inquirer, Philippine Star. You can view this at the Learning Common at the microfilm viewing station. Okay. Next, of course, if you want to, if you are a graduating students or a retired employee, you need to have your library clearance signed in the library. Okay, so this library clearance is held online. So for students, university clearance is facilitated by the OBCSA. So you can just log in or access the website obcsa.uplb.edu.ph. Okay, for college clearance, secure and fill out your college clearance form and send it to the college secretary and send to your advisor and department chair. The librarian or the in charge of the college library will have to countersign it. Then the university library will sign it, okay, as a requirement for any clearance. Okay. And we also issue referral letters if you want to go to other libraries in the country like De La Salle and other private university libraries. If they are already open for physical or face-to-face library service, then we could issue a particular referral letter for you to go or visit any library. Okay. And now, because of the pandemic, we make sure that we only accommodate what is enough or can be accommodated in our spaces in the library. So everyone, even a registered UPLB students or non-UPLB or visitors should fill out the seat reservation form online. So this is the online link for your seat reservation before coming to the library, so that we make sure that you have your seat reserved for you before coming to the library. And we also offer now, to accommodate more students, more library users, we offer the Albresco reading area, which is located at the side lobby of the main library, as you can see in the picture. So we have that service, the new service. In this pandemic, we offer this a fresh air, a communion with the environment. You can contemplate, relax, read your favorite book in this nook, So we offer that. But the same thing, you have to fill out this reservation form, the seat reservation form for you to be accommodated. This Albresco reading area has also power charging stations on the table. Okay, so if you have your laptops, your handheld devices, you can recharge your those devices in this area. Okay, so we welcome everyone to use our library facility, but of course, reminder, we always remind everyone to still follow health protocols in the campus, particularly inside the UPLB libraries. Okay. Then, of course, we have, as a reminder, for the seat reservation, because everyone, before you can use our facility, before you come to the library, you have to follow our guidelines. So I have included here in my presentation. Of course, you have to have your lab ID, no, before entering the main library or any UPLB libraries. You have to scan it and also check your body temperature. Okay. Then also you have to have your ID, no, a validated ID. If not, you can validate your ID at the circulation desk anytime when you visit the library, or you can do it online. Okay, you can before you can be accommodated, no, to come inside the library. You make sure that you are fully vaccinated, no. So we will be requesting a proof for a complete immunization. So meron naman tayong mga cards, and it's available online naman to secure your immunization card. But if some of you will be asking na hindi kayo nagpa-vaccine because of a particular concern, a health concern, or any reason, we will still accommodate you, but we will require a particular document from the health unit na kung saan kayo nakatira, to make sure that you are still okay to come and use our library facility. Okay, and we will still have to get a confirmation, no, since once you fill out this seat reservation form, okay, you will be replied, or a confirmation email will be sent back to you, para yun ang papakita natin sa desk, sa control desk, that you have a reserved seat, no. Okay, then we are open, no. Our seat reservation is available from Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Friday, 8 to 4 p.m. because of disinfection. So weekly, we disinfect the whole library building 1 hour, so that after this week, no, we make sure that all of you are secured or healthy kapag pupunta dito, ay na-disinfect ang ating spaces. Okay, but of course, if you are not feeling well and you have seat reservation, you just inform us, so that we could also give the chance, the seat reservation that we have to others who are also waiting for their turn. Then, most importantly, we always have to observe health and safety protocols while inside the UPLB libraries. Okay, for our health then, no? Okay, so those are the services that we offer under the readers and user services. Now we go to the online service that we offer to all our library clients. If you notice, no, most of us are online, no, during this pandemic. So we offer this virtual library assistant, no. This is a library virtual reference service that we offer to all for your inquiry, any questions, any concerns, any problem about the library. You can chat us through this virtual reference service. Okay, for the main library, we would like to introduce, no, ELBA. The name is ELBA, which stands for Electronic Library Virtual Assistant. So you can chat anytime ELBA through this link, mylivechat.com/chat/. Okay, so you can access this, then you can chat anytime, but of course during office hours lang po, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But some of our staff, no, if we have urgent concerns, we still receive an offline messages, especially for the social media accounts that we have. So we could reply also even on a weekend. Okay, so may mga staff naman or librarians that are assigned during weekends. Okay, but please bear with us if ever hindi agad makareply during a weekend. But of course, if it's an urgent matter, then we could assist you even on a weekend. No? Okay. Then for other UPLB libraries, they have also this virtual reference service. For SEAT, they call them as engineer levy. Okay, from the SEAT library, the College of Engineering Library, they call them levy, your virtual assistant. No, LIB stands for Library of Engineering for Virtual Inquiry. Okay, then also from the VetMed, the College of Veterinary Medicine, they have also Valerie, no, the sexy Valerie or the Dr. Valerie, which stands for Veterinary and Animal Science Library Electronic Reference Information Expert. Okay, so these are virtual reference service that we offer, no, to all the library clients. Okay, so another one, no, is Fora, which is offered from the CFNR library, which stands for Forestry and Natural Resources Online Reference Assistant. So the same with the BPO companies, we have also this real-time librarians, no, reference librarians that can assist you online. Okay, so you can chat with us for your inquiries, any concerns, and we will answer you in real time once you key in any questions. Other libraries also offer this reference virtual service. No, will just visit their library websites. These are just examples of our online reference virtual service. But of course, we have to be relevant, no? The call of the time. Our library also has all the social media accounts. So we have also the IG, we are also in YouTube, and of course the Facebook, the Twitter, and also the TikTok. Okay, so anytime you can send us message here in any social media accounts, and a librarian or the library staff can send you a reply in real time. Or if not, you want to send us an email, you can send us through this email address, universitylibrary.uplb@up.edu.ph. Okay, so anytime you can reach us. Okay, a librarian or library staff can assist you. Okay. Then the library also offers access authentication service for the following, like Open Athens and Turnitin. So if you don't have an account, then you can send us an email to have your account in Open Athens and Turnitin. Open Athens is our tool to access remotely all the subscriptions that you have in the library. So both the UP system subscription databases and also the UPLB subscription can be accessed remotely through the Open Athens account. So if you don't have yet the account, then you can send us an email through the email address that I've mentioned, universitylibrary.uplb@up.edu.ph. And with regards to Turnitin, you can also send us email regarding the Turnitin account. Okay. This Turnitin will help you check originality of your research para ma-avoid natin yung plagiarism, no? And si Turnitin will also help you before na ma-submit sa inyong mga research advisors, at least na-check nyo na yung mga kailangan ninyong i-polish pa regarding your research papers. And also, Turnitin will also help you with grammar checking. Okay, yun. So, we offer this service. You can just send us email to have your Open Aten accounts and also the Turnitin accounts. Okay. Then, as I've mentioned about Turnitin, we also offer, if you have not yet, no, wala pa kayong Turnitin account and nagmamadali kayo na mapacheck whether your research paper is original or copied, then we could offer this service to you. Okay. One, no, these are some of the ways that we could check the originality of your research. One is through your instructor's class. Okay, your instructor will send you a class ID and enrollment key. Then you will log into your Turnitin as a student. Then you will send your research paper to your instructor para siya na mismo ang mag-check kung gaano ka-original yung research paper nyo. Then another one, the library, no? Library has created a class, so you can also send us your research paper and we will be sending you the class ID and enrollment key so that you can send us your research paper to check your research for originality. Then, kung hindi naman yon, no, gusto nyo talaga na diretso, you can send us through email. So, submit nyo sa amin through the University Library.uplb@up.edu.ph na email address. Then, in the subject, you want to let us check your paper for originality through the Turnitin system. Okay, so you can send us. Then, of course, if you have as UP, we have this Gmail and we have this Google Doc, no? Once we log into our email, we can access the Google Doc. So from the Google Doc, you open a new document. You can see the add-on menu. Then you can find there the Turnitin draft codes. So you can check personally your research paper. Okay, so once you log into your email, you go to other programs, no? Doon sa Google email natin, as UP, meron tayo noon. So you open the Google Docs there. You will find this Turnitin draft coach under the add-ons menu. Okay, take note, add-ons menu. You just check at the upper of that page, no? That Google Doc, you add-ons menu, you just click it, then you will see the Turnitin draft coach. So from there, you can open your research paper there sa Google Docs. Then at the right portion of that page, no, that screen, you will see the originality check and also grammar check. Okay, so Turnitin offers both originality checking and also grammar checking. Okay, next, for our online service, those kanina, nabanggit ninyo na library is very important for your related literature, diba? Reviews, okay? So, we offer, one is this one, literature search assistance, okay? Wherein a particular research topic, you will send it to us, then we will help you to gather related literature regarding your research topics. Okay, so there is also a form a form regarding this request. Later, I will be showing all the links. Before I end the session, I'll be showing all the links of these services so that you can just send us the request through these links, okay? And also, if you need to access a print material, kanina I mentioned, we could scan it for you, but we are only limited to a 10% no, page of that book because of the copyright law. So 10% lang, then we could send it through your email. Okay, but of course, if it's a print book, then you are located outside Manila in the province, then you want to get a particular chapter of that print book, then we could email it to you. Okay, you just send us what particular chapter of that book. And we just limit to one chapter only or 10% of that book. Okay, then if you cannot find a particular article from all the subscribed electronic databases, e-journals, e-books that we have, then you can send us an online article request. Okay? We have this form, you can send us. Kasi hindi lahat ng mga journal subscriptions, mga electronic databases ay nasa-subscribe natin. So there are some students or library users na may mga kailangan talaga sila na particular article, journal article na wala sa subscription natin. And that is the time also that we offer that service, and that is under the online article request, where we could search these journal articles from other or request it from other libraries in the country. And also we could search it from other databases na offer that offers free access. Okay. Yeah. Next, we have this access to online resources. So gaya kanina na nabanggit ko, you have to need an Open Athens account to access these online resources. But of course, if you are inside the UPLB campus, you are located or you are in the any UPLB libraries like the CBM library, CFNR library, the DevCom library, all of these libraries, if you are in the campus, you don't need to have the Open Athens account because all our subscriptions are IP authenticated. So ma-recognize na niya yung access mo, so you don't need to log into your Open Athens account once you are inside the UPLB campus. Okay, all these materials, all the links of these electronic subscriptions that we have is easily located or can be accessed through our UPLB library website, which is library.uplb.edu.ph. So under the online services or online articles, online databases, or electronic services, all of these subscriptions, there's a link to this. Okay, so once you are in the campus, you don't need to have the Open Athens account. But of course, if you are at the comfort of your homes, you have to sign in using your Open Athens account to access all these electronic subscriptions that we have in the library. Okay, so those all our online services that we offer in the UPLB libraries. And I hope everyone could maximize the use of these electronic subscriptions that we have, because we have also to have it used because of the monetary or economic issues governing these subscriptions. Okay, so we have to maximize all this. If you have any questions, any difficulty in accessing, you just key in any message to all our social media accounts on our email address. Okay, and also use our virtual reference assistant, si Levi, si Valerie, si Fora, si Alba, okay, from the main library. Okay, you just throw us a message, then we will help you. Okay, anytime. Okay, then those who are not, our UPLB constituents, not a UPLB registered students, then we also offer this service. We also welcome all non-UPLB students or visitors. Of course, there are some policies that we have to follow. Those who are not a bona fide students or members of our UPLB community, okay, or UP community. Okay, once we are also open to UPLB or UP alumni, former faculty members, students, honorable discharge from university, graduate students from other schools, government and private researchers, part-time lecturers, and ICS. Okay, so maybe you're asking, paano kayo makaka-access ng library? Physically, or face-to-face. Okay. For alumni, you are free 5 times in a SEM. Okay, free po yung access nyo. But of course, you are not allowed to borrow any materials. All the materials could be used only inside the UPLB libraries. Kahit saan man kayo pumunta na UPLB libraries, mag-DevCom man, SEYAT, lahat po yan ay room use only. Okay? So you are allowed to use the UPLB libraries 5 times in a SEM for all alumni. So that includes graduates, mga students na honorable discharge, former faculty members. Lahat po kayo ay free to use the facility 5 times in a SEM. But beyond 5 days, a certain fee shall be applied. Okay, so ito po yon. 20 pesos per day po yung i-assess namin for the use of facility after using the 5 days free of charge. Okay. But if you want to, at kung gusto niyo naman po for the entire year, meron naman po siya, base sa rules po ito, hindi lang po ito sinasabi namin na we charge you this particular fee, but this is under our rules and regulations and approved by the BR. All our fees collected are based from the BR approval. Okay, so we have 450 pesos per year kung gusto nyo yearly yung bayad nyo. So we will be issuing you a temporary library card for you to access the library facility. Okay, and these are for UP alumni, faculty members. Okay, and maybe you are asking, how about those government not related or not an employee or student of UP system? Okay, for government student, for government school students, government agencies, institutions, you are also free. For government, you are free also for 5 times in a SEM, but beyond that 5 days you have in the UP system libraries, you will be assessed a fee of 20 pesos per day then. Okay. For private agencies or private institutions or private universities, we charge 50 pesos per day in accessing our facility. Okay, so private university students, private institutions, private agencies, 50 pesos per day. Okay, or 450 pesos per semester if you want to avail it on a semester. Okay, yun po. Okay, next, here are the library services directory, which I mentioned a while ago, that I will be providing you some links where you can access or request the materials. So for our registered students, faculty members, no? You can recommend title through this link, ID registration and validation, and all these services, these are the links. Okay. I will also be sharing with you the copy of this presentation if you want to have a copy, or you can just email us or send us a message through our social media accounts. And if you want to reach out the 12 UPLB libraries, so these are the contact details, no, the official email, the telephone number, the social media accounts. That's why I'm mentioning a while ago that we are all present. Our presence in the social media world is there. So we have all this information already here. And also the website or the virtual assistant we have here. And of course, if you want to directly contact the librarian head of that particular college library, so the details are also here. Okay. So if you want to go to biotech, so ito po yung contact detail, CDC, SEAT, SEM, CFNR library, the CHE library, the CPAF library, CBM, the post-harvest, the SESAM, and the UP Rural High School Library. So all this information readily available for you. And I hope that you can use our library materials, maximize its use para at least sulit yung pagbabayad natin. So we encourage everyone to use this all resources, especially those subscribed. Okay? Kailangan natin matumbasan, no? Yung paggamit natin nito para makasulit naman yung pagbabayad natin. Okay? Yun. So I hope everyone is still doing okay. So this is the end of my presentation regarding the UPLB Libraries Program and Services. And I hope malinaw. And if you have some questions, I'm ready now for your questions. Okay? So these are my references, by the way. So this information are gathered through our guidelines for UPLB Library Services, our UPLB Library Operation Manual, and of course, those images are credited through the Google Images and some UPLB websites. Okay, so thank you so much for your attention, and I'm now ready for your questions.
Thank you very much, Doc Maan. So that was a very comprehensive discussion po about our programs and services available at the UPLB library po. Okay. So ma'am, we have our first, actually una sa lahat po, marami po nagpapasalamat kasi they were able to have a quick orientation po, library orientation natin po, no, for our students here in the university and for our other constituents po. So according to Flay Valerie po, sabi niya po amazing. With regards, I think po to sa library books po, sabi niya po na she has heard nga po na this was also practiced abroad. So it's an amazing initiative daw po ng UPLB. And she also asked po, ma'am, are our library books available for access to visitors or non-UPLB po?
Yes, we welcome everyone, okay, to talk or read. Read these books, these live books.
Thank you, Doc Man. So yes, we can access po yung ating library books po. So according to Miss Pen, although nasagot na po ata to ni Doc Man, I think she's an alumna of UPLB. So she was asking po if they can access po. So siguro po, Doc Man, ano po ulit yung procedures po for our UPLB alumni or UP alumni who would want to access the library po?
Okay. Since we are still in this pandemic, no, at hindi pa tayo wala pa tayong go signal to accommodate 100% of our capacity to all our UPLB libraries. So they have to check our seat reservation form, fill out the seat reservation form. Then the librarian will reply whether meron silang seat available for that day that they want to visit. And since alumni sila, they can show us an ID or a previous UPLB ID can do, no? So just to show us that they are UPLB alumni. Okay. So free naman po for 5 days in a SEM yung lahat ng UPLB alumni or other UP system alumni. Any UP students is free to access for 5 days in a SEM. So kailangan pa rin mag-seat reservation po ang lahat.
Para ano po, no, well documented din po at yung sa ating contact tracing po na sa COVID protocols po. Thank you, Doc Man. Another question po, Doc Man, is ito po, I think is regarding dun po sa Turnitin. Is it available daw po for, or can non-UP constituents make use of the Turnitin or plagiarism service po ng library? Or is it exclusive po sa UPLB po, ma'am?
Okay. This service is available only for UPLB or the UP students or UP constituents. Since we are subscribing this, so we are governed with this license agreement. So only based from the license agreement that we have, only registered students and employee can use the Turnitin. Okay.
Thank you, Doc Man, for that clarification po with regards to the Turnitin. Kasi I think it's ano po, no, a very important or a very useful tool, especially when it comes to research po, no, just to make sure na we did not commit any plagiarism acts, which is a grave offense dito po sa university. So perhaps po ano yung sa ating mga sa mga librarians po natin from the other universities or schools po, you may want to check out po itong Turnitin for possible subscription po ng inyong mga schools.
Yes.
Ito po, Doc Man, we have another question po from Maria Kathleen Yadaw. Sabi niya po, paano daw po minamanage ng UPLB library ang efficient use ng electronic resources? Siguro po with regards, ito po, with regards to digital collections of books, parang gano'n po. Ano daw po siguro yung ano? Kayo po, Doc Man, as the University Librarian po, how does the university make an efficient, how does the university library make efficient access po with regards to yung ating online resources? Especially po, Doc, man ngayong pandemic po, no, na we could not visit before the library. Ano po yung experiences niyo po with regards to that?
Okay, so to maximize the use, no, yung utilization ng information sources, particularly these electronic databases, we conducted promotion, marketing of these information sources, and also, most importantly, we conduct the information literacy program discussing about these different electronic subscriptions that we have. Okay, and also partnership with other faculty members to conduct a special literacy program regarding this information sources, this electronic subscription, so that all their students can access and make use of these information sources. And we could also monitor if the question also will lead to how we monitor the access or the usage of this. Each databases has its utilization report that is sent to us by the provider of these electronic subscriptions that we have. So hindi pa rin naman tayo nagkukulang para may paabot, no, sa lahat ng mga students natin yung gamitin ang lahat ng ito. And this is also published. Our marketing strategy also been conducted through the use of our social media accounts like the Facebook, the IG. So every time our librarians posted a review about this particular new subscriptions, so that everyone through the Facebook or the social media accounts that we have, all of them will be informed of what is new, no, subscriptions in our library. So lahat yung ginagamit natin ang social media para at least ma-inform ang lahat na meron tayong ganito. So kailangan natin yun gamitin para at least ma-maximize ang use, particularly yung bayad natin doon ay masulit din natin. So lahat ng ito ay ginagawa natin para ma-inform ang lahat. And we also have the email blasting of the new services of the library, particularly the electronic information sources na mga sinasubscribe natin. Lahat ng UPLB constituents natin, maging student man, faculty, reps, admin staff, lahat kayo nakaka-receive ng mga email messages namin regarding a particular new subscriptions. So at least ma-inform po ang lahat. And also our UPLB library website is accessible 24/7. So anytime you can access all the links to this subscription. So yun po yung ginagawa natin para ma-maximize po yung lahat ng resources at maipaabot natin, ma-promote natin ang mga ganito sa ating mga constituents.
Thank you very much, Doc Maan. Ako po personally, I can attest po na I was able to use yung ating online resources po ng library. And very accommodating ating mga librarians with regards to assisting our students. So parang Doc Maan, I think I encountered a student before po, parang he or she needs an access po dito sa particular journal, pero po parang kailangan ng subscription or hindi ata siya aware na as a UPLB student you have an access to these journals na subscribed ang UPLB. So I really encourage po siguro ang ating mga UPLB students, ating mga UP students to ask help or seek for assistance from our college librarians po. They are more than willing to assist us in accessing a particular journal or document or article po. So thank you for that, Doc Maan.
Yes, thank you. And lahat naman able at mga expert naman ang mga librarians natin with regards to assisting all our library clients. So kahit sino po pwede mag-assist po.
Thank you very much po, Doc Man. Siguro po, Doc Man, another question po we have here is, actually marami po inulit po nila yung tanong yung how to, I think these are mga graduating students perhaps or mga students from other universities na nagti-thesis na gusto po siguro nila mag-drop by po sa University Library. Doc Man, perhaps we can reiterate po yung ating guidelines and yung procedures po for non-UPLB constituents to access our library physically perhaps po and online. Thank you, Doc Man.
Okay, for physical access, first ay kailangan pa rin natin yung seat reservation. Then if you are a non-UPLB students, makikita naman ng librarian natin kung non-UPLB, you will be required to have a secure letter of request from your librarians of your institution. Then you have to bring your ID and also other requirements like ngayon, aside from your school ID, we require the vaccination card for entry in the UPLB campus. But if online, we could assist then naman for online through email, and also through the social media. You can message us any assistance that you need para at least ma-address namin. And if in case you will be asking about getting a particular article or information sources at the UPLB library, we are charging a service fee, not the article that you get, but the service fee that we offer to you, 50 pesos fee as charged to the service that we offer for non-UPLB. Okay. But of course, for UP students, free of charge po yan. But for non-UPLB, because we are governed with this license agreement, we could only provide a service fee for all the print materials. Okay? Kasi pag we are informed na kapag yung mga electronic subscriptions based on the license agreement that we signed, this only offered to all our registered students, faculty members, and staff. Okay. For non-UPLB, we could not offer, but any assistance, we could give you some documents related, related doon sa gusto mong makuha. So any service that we offer at nagbigay kami ng document, yung mga print lang na allowed lang namin na ibigay, we will charge a service fee of 50 pesos. Pero kung question and answer lang, inquiries and all, it's free for all. As long as we hindi kami nagbibigay ng mga dokumento, no? Hindi kami magcha-charge ng service fee. But may I clear that only those print na pwede kami magbigay ng document, but those subscribe, hindi po kami pwede magbigay. That is based from the license agreement that we have with this provider.
Thank you, Doc Man. So ulitin ko lang po, no, kailangan po nila ng, if it's a student po, no, better po na meron siyang letter of endorsement
letter
from
of
the
request to
library.
use, yes.
Sige
Letter of
po,
request to use the library facility po.
So sa ating po mga students here who are not from UPLB, kindly secure yung letter of request from your librarian po, no? Yung librarian po ng school.
Or research advisor can do.
Yes po, Doc Man. And I think po the best po talaga is they would inquire po beforehand. Send an email perhaps or give a phone call po sa ating university library for their inquiries and questions po before they drop by po dyan sa ating main library.
Yes po.
Thank you, Doc Man. So, let's see if we still have other questions po. We have a question po from Sister Emma Cameros. Ito po ang question niya, Doc Man. I think this is very specific pa na question. Our pupils have science investigatory project during their grade 6. Pwede na rin pa po sila mag-research dyan, guided by their teacher in science. Kaunti lang po kasi sila and we're within the vicinity of UPLB po. Ano po ang pwede pong gawin na steps po nila, Mama Ann?
Okay. For those conduct investigatory projects, especially for senior high school or junior high school students, they should be accompanied by their research investigatory teacher, and also they should have this request letter addressed to the University Librarian that they will be conducting a research related to their investigatory project. So the same fee will apply to those private institution, kung galing kayo sa private institution, and kung government institution naman, the same lang din naman yung provisions namin. Okay? Yun. So we also welcome those conducting investigatory project.
Thank you very much, Doc Maan po. So siguro po Doc Maan, to assist na rin po yung ating mga participants, we will be sending them yung contact details ng ating university library, yung ating social media accounts po, so they can send a message po for their other queries and concerns po with regards to access sa ating library. Okay.
Yes, sure.
So I think that's all po, Doc Man. And any final words po, Doc Man, sa ating mga participants, sa ating mga students, and perhaps po your words of advice or encouragement po siguro sa ating mga research, specifically sa ating mga research students, and perhaps we can encourage them po to visit again our university library. Sige po, Doc Man.
Okay, thank you, Josh, for this opportunity to share and also to promote the use of our UPLB library, especially in using our library materials, our facility, and especially those subscribed electronic databases that we have in UPLB libraries. So now I'm encouraging everyone na gamitin natin lahat ng mga sinasubscribe natin, okay, particular this electronic databases that we have, mas maigi na gamitin. At least these are source of credible information, unlike the internet, what you can find in the Google. So, syempre, sinasabi natin na hindi na kailangan yung iba, narinig pa rin natin na hindi na kailangan nila ang library. But of course, the library can offers a lot of informations which are credible enough for your research. And yung internet and Google na nakukuha natin, gaya po ng sinabi ko, if you still have, if it's an option, kung wala kayo talagang option to use credible information that can be found from these credible information sources, that like the journals, the printed books which undergone a series of reviews, then please take note all the evaluation criteria that I've mentioned, so that you will not be using a fake news or non-credible information in your research. So yun po ang kailangan nating bantayan. Sa panahong ito na naglilipan na ang mga fake news in all the information, no, sa social media, sa lahat, no, ng bahagi ng everyday life natin, we receive information lahat, no, when we, from the time that we wake up in the morning until we go to our day-to-day activities, we receive information. So kailangan nating bantayan and be vigilant that we only use credible information sources, and we have to check the credibility of the source itself, kung iyon ba ay tunay o peke. So kailangan po na tayo maging ganun. So bilang isang mga estudyante na nag-aaral, no, at tayo ay nandito, maging instrumento tayo na magpalaganap ng tunay at yung may totoo na informasyon. At hindi basta-basta tayo nagpapaniwala sa mga fake news sa atin. Okay? So yun, maraming salamat. And of course, make use of your libraries. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you very much, Doc Ma. Talagang papanindigan po natin na iLib, dapat iLib you ang ating library. We must lib our library. Thank you very much, Doc Maan. So everyone, our dear participants, there you have it. Our speaker for this morning session, Dr. Mary Ann Ingoa, our University Librarian here in the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Thank you, Doc Maan.
Okay, thank you very much, then, sa LRC, Josh, and Sir JM. Salamat for this opportunity.
Thank you po, Doc. So now #Team LRC would like to take this opportunity to thank our speaker for her valuable time. So to award the Certificate of Appreciation, may I kindly recognize our Director, Assistant Professor John Mervin L. Embate. So let me read the citation. University of the Philippines Los Baños Learning Resource Center presents the Certificate of Appreciation to Mary Ann Ingoa for serving as resource speaker during the webinar series Research is Life, How to Ace Your Research Paper in the third session entitled LIB YOU, Making Use of UPLB Main Library Programs and Services for Your Research. Held today, April 26, 2022 at the Learning Resource Center, UPLB College Laguna, signed by John Mervin L. Embate, our Director at LRC. Sir JM.
Thank you very much, Josh. And of course, no, ang heartfelt gratitude ng LRC kay Doc Maan Ingua for giving us a very enlightening and informative presentation about the UPLB programs and services. Ang dami rin namin nakuha dito ni Josh, no, while listening to your presentation. Most especially si Josh na nagtatapos ng kanyang hopefully matatapos na ang kanyang pag-aaral, no, for his master's degree. But I think, no, ang daming napulot din ng mga UPLB students who are tuning in right now doon sa kung ano ba yung mga services na available sa kanila dito sa UPLB Main Library natin, no? At ang ganda rin ng message na sinasabi ni Doc Maan kanina, na kailangan kapag tayo ay magre-research, kapag dinidiscover natin ang katotohanan, dapat yung basis natin ay based sa facts, no? Based on material evidence, kumbaga. So doon sa ating mga estudyante na nanonood ngayon, no? Word of caution siguro ito na kapag tayo ay gagawa ng RRL natin or kapag tayo ay magdi-discuss sa ating mga research findings, dapat nakaangkla ito or nakabase ito hindi sa TikTok, hindi sa mga Twitter videos, pero sa kung ano nga ba yung mga reliable na mga materials. At yung library natin, sila nag-provide sa atin ng reliable at credible na sources of information na magagamit natin sa ating research, no? So sana ay magamit natin ng tama ang ating kaalaman sa paggamit ng internet, no? At sana ay mas mahalin pa natin lalo yung ating library dahil ito ang nagiging source natin ng information, no? At ako personally, Doc Maan, gusto kong pasalamatan din ang buong UPLB Main Library at lahat ng mga libraries natin dito sa UPLB for your dedication and for your hard work para makapag-provide po ng services hindi lamang sa mga estudyante pero sa mga kagaya namin ni Josh na staff ng university Na-appreciate po namin lahat ng inyong mga efforts, no? At sa mga UPLB students na nakikinig po sa atin ngayon, sobrang approachable po at sobrang helpful ng ating mga librarians. So wag po tayo mahihiyang magtanong, wag po tayo mahihiyang mag-reach out sa kanila kung meron po tayo mga katanungan dahil kayang-kaya po nilang i-provide yung support na kakailanganin po natin para sa ating academic requirements at para sa ating thesis. At para naman po doon sa mga non-UPLB constituents na nanonood sa atin ngayon, no? So welcome na welcome po tayo na gumamit ng ating facility sa ating mga library, provided na susundin po natin lahat ng protocols, lahat ng guidelines ng library natin at ng ating university. At poprotektahan po natin ang isa't isa dahil hindi pa rin po tapos ang ating pandemic. So once again, Doc Maan, maraming salamat po sa inyo, no? And sana po ay tuloy-tuloy po ang success ng ating library dito sa UPLB. Thank you very much po.
Thank you very much, Sir JM. And thank you once again, Doc Maan.
Much appreciated po.
Thank you po. And a big thank you po ulit sa ating mga team sa University Main Library. Na thank you po kay Miss Michelle Ann Rivas for posting the link for the Facebook page of the UPLB University Library. We'll also be reposting that po for the reference of our participants. So maraming salamat po sa ating mga library, college librarians and staff dito po sa University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Maraming salamat po. Thank you, Sir Jem, and thank you, Doc Man. Now, for the evaluation of the session, please do not forget to answer the evaluation form to secure your or to receive your e-certificate of attendance. So I already pinned it as of this moment in the comment section, and it is also being shown on your screen right now. You can also scan the QR code, and you will be directed to the evaluation form right away. So please be reminded that the deadline of responses is only until 10 p.m. tonight to give our system enough time to reset before the next session. And also, just a friendly reminders po, please take note that we will not resend certificates to those who incorrectly spelled their names or inputted an invalid email address. So please double check your names and your email addresses that you inputted in the form before you click the submit button. Okay? So thank you very much po. All right. So we hope that we all gain plenty of inspirations and valuable insights from our speaker this morning. I hope marami pa tayong na-pick up na bagong impormasyon tungkol sa ating University Library here in UP Los Baños. So join us. I invite you to join us in our next session this Thursday, April 28th, for our session entitled Put Your Grit and Wit to That Lit. So best strategies in literature review. So kung today, ngayong Tuesday, we discussed about how to maximize yung ating library resources. On Thursday naman, we will be talking about the RRL itself. So talagang magkadikit ang ating sessions 3 and 4 for this week. So we will be having Dr. Chino Marlo M. Sayuno, an assistant professor from the Department of Humanities here at the College of Arts and Sciences in UP Los Baños, to be our resource speaker for the 4th session. So we invite you, kung hindi pa po kayo nakakapag-register, mag-reg na po kayo at sama-sama po tayong matuto next Thursday. Right. So at this point, we would like to recognize and thank our team, #Team LRC, and our Research is Life team, headed by our director, Sir J.M. Mbate, with the support of our Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Dr. Janet H. Malata Silva. On our technical side is our Project Development Associate, Ms. Ana Margarita S. Palma. And a big shout out to #Team LRC's members, Ms. Cheryl Hermosa Ebron, Ms. Ellen Lee Mangente, and Mr. Elmer Balatian. And thank you, a big thank you again to Doc Maan, our very passionate speaker for this morning. So to end, let me share with you some of my thoughts for this morning sessions. So always remember that libraries are more than just a repository of books and journals. So Norman Cousins forwards that a library is the delivery room for the birth of ideas. So always remember that when in doubt, visit your library or consult your librarian. So #Research is Life. So thank you so much everyone for joining us. Stay hopeful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We'll see you on Thursday. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye po.
Doc
Bye,
Maan,
Sir
thank